She's scandalous, but she's also fabulous.
You are watching and freaking viewing Scandalous.
Hey guys, Scandalous here with the Butcher Babies. Oh my God. Heidi, Carla, how are you doing?
Hi, we're great. We're having a blast.
So much fun. I'm just having so much fun. Best weekend ever.
Yes.
I ran into you in the green room and we did a shot of Jaeger. I was like, we got to do that on camera. Heidi?
Definitely out. Cheers.
What are we cheersing to?
Headbangers Con and a fantastic, successful first year.
Yes, absolutely.
We're so
Cheers.
excited to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Just kidding.
I love it. So how's this weekend been for you guys? I think it is so important that we represent the rock and the metal community and that we become more mainstream. Jose Mangan's leading the way. He was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. So why do you guys think this is so important for our community?
I think it's beautiful to recognize that this is a community, and it really is a giant family, and to pull all of us together here for a weekend. It's a giant family reunion. It's a big party. Everyone's having a great time, and I really think that it's important to show that about our genre, that we are, nice people.
Absolutely. We might sound mean, but we're so nice.
And we support each other.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
Rock and metal used to be at the forefront of everything, and it was just more of a lifestyle, and we have to bring that back.
Yes.
So I think this is a good attempt at bringing that back, and I think the Headbangers Con is definitely going to grow over the years.
And we're standing here and watching children walk in with their parents, without their parents. Every single walk of life is here. There's not a specific stereotype that you see walking through these doors. I think it's beautiful. You see, and it's so cool when people come up to us at our booth with their children. It's like they're raising the next little metalheads. It's adorable. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love, you said a word, stereotype. Everything, I think stereotypically, people don't know how sweet y'all are. That y'all sound so y'all sound so raw. Y'all are the sweetest women in the entire world, and the more hardcore people are, the sweeter they are, and there's no one sweeter than you, and there's no one sweeter than you. So.
Thank you.
There's no one sweeter than you.
Well,
I think metalheads in general are just really sweet, genuine people, and I think that's the reality of it. Is that our music may sound brutal and may sound violent, but it's really not.
No.
It's all about bringing the good out in people, and I really believe that.
Yeah, that's when I went to shows. The more I could headbang and windmill and just hook in my heels to the little barricade and windmill around. That's how I got free.
It's free therapy.
That's good technique. I never thought about doing that before. Getting a little
hook them in.
breaks.
And also, if you want to be up in the crowd, always wear heels. If they have a thick heel, then it's like walking on flip-flops and you stand above everybody else in the crowd.
My problem was that last night I wore heels to the Hire the Hero Silent Soil shirt show. Yeah. Silent Theory was there too. And I wanted to get in the pit. But I was like, I'm going to step on someone's foot and I'm going to ruin their day.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
So I stood right next to the pit and watched everyone have a good time. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We used to actually wear high heels on stage, and we stopped that years ago because it became a hazard to our health. So now we wear flats almost everywhere. Now I wear flats most every day. She's wearing heels now, but usually it's basic flats, Doc Martens, boots, Converse shoes now.
Yeah.
We're not so fancy anymore.
Yeah, there you go. So I want to know everything from the beginning. How did you two become the most iconic duo ever? How did y'all meet? Y'all are the best of friends and you love each other so much. Where'd y'all meet?
I actually answered a MySpace ad for a band that she was already in.
R.I.P.
There was a band of how many girls were in the band? Five girls. And
did they all
were
get
all
along?
Singers, and they needed another girl. And of course, they wore the Wendy Williams tape, and I was totally intrigued by the whole idea. So I answered the ad, and they wrote me back right away and said, "You have an audition coming up this week," and I was really excited. And it's so silly. So I learned the song that I had to learn for the audition, which was "Where Eagles Dare."
Yeah.
And I went, and it was instant. I was instantly a part of the band. So I think when we had a show, I went to Ocean like on a Friday.
Yeah.
And we literally had a show
On Monday.
that Monday.
Wow.
We
So
had a residency at the Viper Room.
it was
and
pretty insane.
We just threw a rating mix. You're like, you're perfect. You fit in.
Wow.
But when Carla showed up, I remember her. She pulled up in this purple Corvette, and she walks
Cool
out
as hell.
wearing, and she's beautiful, her beautiful self.
Yes.
And she walks out wearing these fringe boots, and I looked at her and I'm like, we're either gonna be mortal enemies or best friends. And we ended up being best friends, and that band was cool and fun and all, but it was covers, and we decided that we wanted to create something original.
Yeah.
And so, with the ode to Wendy Williams, the original badass woman of metal, and so we created Butcher Babies, and decided to start writing, and look where we are 10 years later. So
It's been a long road.
It's a long road.
Long road for sure. You guys just got off an amazing Euro tour. We were talking about they just laid roses at your feet everywhere you went. Everyone was so nice.
No,
they did. I saw.
Yes,
They they laid. You guys got the most amazing presents. How was that tour for you guys? What were some great memories made?
I mean, it was awesome. That was the first time we've ever been a part of an all-female fronted tour, and it was incredible to see the love that people have for that genre of music, if you will, of female fronted bands. Every band was different than the next. There was none of us were the same. There was a death metal band. There was just a more rock band, and Cobra and Lotus, who was right before us. They're kind of a melodic band. So it was really interesting to see the dynamic between all these different kinds of metal and all female fronted, and everyone got along so well, and everyone was so supportive of each other. We had a blast. We hope to bring that tour over here to the States one day. That would be awesome.
All the girls on that tour, all the bands on that tour from a different country as well.
Oh, wow.
We were from here, the States.
Representing for the USA, we've got Butcher Babies.
In the red corner. Red or blue, it doesn't matter.
Hey, wait, Carla's not in the shot. We're live. Scoot over a little bit.
No.
There she is.
Okay, there she is.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I'm not cutting her off. Okay, cool.
Who needs her? No. And then Cobra and Lotus is from Canada, and then we had Scarlet Riot from the United Kingdom.
Got it.
Ignea from Ukraine. We had Asphodelia from Italy, and then Martyrium from Malta. And it was just so cool. I mean, we're all from different countries. We all speak, they all spoke English, but everyone speaks different languages. We all have different rituals, but we came together for the love of metal, and it was just so cool. And to see the crowds just enjoying all sorts of different types of metal in one night, it was really unique and really fun, and they treated us really well. It was an honor to close out that evening every single night, and then we got to go to Russia for the first time.
Yes.
And it really did bring us so many bouquets of flowers in Moscow, and we were flying home the next morning, so we couldn't bring them with us. It was so pretty.
Flowers, stuffed animals,
Oh my
just
gosh.
awesome.
And their
I love
vodka.
that.
No, they had someone made a cake with our picture on it and the Russian flag in the background. It was so.
I love that.
They treated us so well over there.
Yeah.
They always do. They treat us well everywhere.
Yeah.
Our fan base is amazing. They treat
Yeah.
us with respect. They treat us with love and like we're family.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, next time I interview them, I'm going to bring cake and roses and stuffed animals and all the things.
All you brought was Jaeger.
Yeah.
Jeez. Just kidding.
That's so funny. Okay, so we were in the lobby last night, and if anyone couldn't love y'all more, you were talking about when you got all of your stuff stolen on your tour. It was your first ever tour with Soil. And I was just listening to it going, oh my God, these women are amazing. I asked them, I was like, well, what did you do when you got your passport stolen, your stage clothes? Because you're just these glamazon women who are just the most put together things. And you were like, we went up on stage. I'm not going to tell it. They need to tell it. Talk about what happened.
We went on stage
everything.
in our pajamas. Well, we were traveling in a Sprinter van, and they gave us this cute little green room out. It was in a garage, but we were all about everything, and we pulled our backpacks out and our makeup, our clothes, everything was there. Someone came in while we were eating lunch somewhere, and I foolishly left my wallet in my backpack, and phone, wallet, everything in my backpack. Stole it. Her backpack was gone. Everyone's stuff was gone. So we walked on stage in our pajamas, and we were like, "That's not going to ruin our show."
Yeah.
I had no makeup. I had to go buy all new makeup in the next city that we were in.
I can't imagine.
It was horrible. All of my
so
money got
heartbreaking.
stolen. I was going on a trip after that tour, so I had train tickets throughout Europe. They were all stolen. I had to buy all new tickets.
Yeah.
No money, but whatever. We always try to keep a good attitude no matter what life throws at us. We were still just so excited to be on our first UK tour that we really didn't care.
Yeah.
First tour ever.
Yeah.
And you know, the bands that we were with Fozzy and Soil, and a couple of dates with Ugly Kid Joe as well, and they just treated us so well. And I was talking to the guys in Soil last night about it. You were there, and they just they felt so bad. And Tim was walking around asking the staff at the club, "Do you know anything? Did you know anything?" Yeah, he was like our cheerleader.
It's definitely an inside job. The club had definitely let people in. Just they knew.
We won't say who it was.
We're not going to say what club. Wolverhampton.
That's weird.
Just kidding.
It was still a fun night though.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a good time, and then afterwards we went to our travel lodge and slept it off, and woke up the next day, went to the next city, and had a great time. So you can't get us down.
Yeah, you can't get them down. Well, we're celebrating the birth of Lilith. It's this new album you have.
Yes.
If Lilith was personified as a woman, how would you describe her? How would you describe her?
I mean, gosh, I think that for our Lilith is different than the other Liliths. You know, there's so many different mythologies surrounding Lilith. But our Lilith was, a representation of the two of us and what we've built over, if you look at our album cover, it's this two-headed beast. And that it kind of symbolizes, what we've gone through and what we've been through together and how we've built this project along with our boys over the last decade. To become what it is, and she's submerged in water, and water is typically symbolic of rebirth, and this album was definitely a rebirth for us. We have a new band member, and we tried things that we hadn't tried before. So I think the cover itself is very representative of what we believe that our Lilith is.
Yeah, I mean, she's just a strong, independent woman, and I feel like that's very representative of who we have become throughout this project, because when we started this, we were just young girls and wanting to do something fun
Passionate
together.
as
We
hell.
didn't understand that it would become this way, and honestly, this band changed our lives for the better. We became stronger than I think we ever knew we could. You have to have the thickest of skins, but you have to also, not let things
Get to you,
and also stand up for what you believe in. And so I think that over the years we've definitely started living our lives in a more positive aspect because of the things that we've accomplished and also the things that we've failed at in this band. And I think without the successes, without the failures, you can't have the successes. And so for us, she's a girl who's gone through everything, and you can see it in her. But she's
also triumphant
100%.
and on a pedestal, and just like.
I think each and every woman anywhere resembles a little bit of Lilith, because there's so much strength behind women, and especially nowadays, there's so much empowerment throughout. Just every woman everywhere. So
well, there's so much empowerment within you two ladies, because y'all paved the way, and
That's so weird to think about. I can't believe it's even been that long to have that conversation.
And you're the only interview that I kind of screwed up my question. That's what I was starting off with, is just how much you guys empowered and I feel paved the way for me, and just to I felt like I had a place in the industry because you guys existed.
Thank you.
I felt I looked at you and I loved hard music you made, and I just felt that so much in my heart, and I was like, it's there, you can do it, and you can go for it. And I got nervous. Y'all are the only ones I missed a question, so I wanted to...
no, it's okay.
So that was what I was like, damn it, I messed up that question.
No, it's okay. It's especially now, when we started 10 years ago, it was definitely different. There were women, of course, in the industry, but also there were women at shows, but not like it is today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today, it's incredible, because you come to a metal show, and there are women in the front row, there are men in the front row, all ages.
Yeah.
all different, like we said earlier, walks of life. There's not one specific stereotype. Like we said, walking through these stores, and there's not one
You've
specific.
seen everyone.
Yeah, anything. There's no target market because it's for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think that it's so cool to see us girls, putting our boots on and stomping across the metal scene.
Yeah.
Where we belong.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I was warned by the Soil guys not to ask this question.
Oh, what?
I was sitting there and I was like, boys, go away. I'm busy writing questions. Go away. Go to bed. I was like, go away. They were like, not. Well, one thing, like, I've always dressed the way that I've always dressed, and I do it for myself, and I feel good about it, and it does kind of, like, stand out. But, like, I always have, like, my boobs out or whatever, and I do that for me. And that's how I look at it, and I don't even think about anyone else. And I wanted to ask this because I'm not asking it, like, in a weird way. I know y'all hate these questions, but, like,
okay.
owning your sexuality, like, I have my own way of thinking of, like, the way that I dress and the way that I present myself. How did you guys feel about it, and how did you think about it when you did the tape and then the decision to not do the tape? I think
the
that's
tape was very
important.
the tape was an ode to Wendy Williams, and wasn't this thing about being sexy. I'm actually quite a prude. I really am. And I may dress however I want to because I like feminine aspects about being a woman.
Thank you.
But at the same, it doesn't define my personality.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when we did the tape, it was, Wendy did it, and it was a message to the music industry. It was a big fuck you to the music industry, a big middle finger of her saying, don't tell me what to look like, don't tell me what to dress like, don't tell me who to be, because I'm gonna be who I want to be, and I'm gonna make the music I want to make, and I'm gonna dress like this just to spite you. And we loved everything about her in that aspect, because she's the one who paved the way for women like us to do and be what we want to be in this industry. So for us, it wasn't about going up and being sexy and boobs out. It was about we're honoring the legacy of Wendy Williams, who was the foreground of what we do. And then when we decided not to do it, I mean, there were children coming to the shows, and people nowadays don't really take it in the aspect of what we were aiming for, which is totally fine.
They make it like a dirty thing.
To be fair, too, a lot of people don't even know who Wendy Williams, like, who she is. Yeah. And so that was a barrier. We had to keep explaining over and over again why we were doing that. So, and also I think that, too, when we first started this band, we were having fun. We didn't expect to become role models. We didn't expect to be traveling the world. And when we realized that our voices were becoming important and we could get the messages that we wanted out there, we decided that it was better to not put that image out to the world, because it is a hindrance for some people. And I'd rather have more people hear my message.
Not everyone understands.
Without the backlash from and we've grown up a lot too. We have different feelings about everything, and if we hadn't evolved and changed, I think that would be kind of ridiculous. Everyone evolves and changes.
I cannot imagine going on stage like that. I mean, we didn't do it for very long either. It wasn't like it was a long thing. We've actually done for almost a decade, not like that, but
absolutely.
But and as far as being sexy in everyday life or dressing a certain way, I think that confidence is beautiful, and I think whatever you want your style to be, that's what it should be, and you should feel confident in that. If I want to wear a t-shirt and my glasses, I can still feel beautiful. I want to wear a low-cut shirt, I can feel beautiful, and I don't have to explain myself to anybody. As long as you are being who you want to be, that's the key thing when you're a woman.